Do this every time you get paid. Every single time. Because every payday is an opportunity for you to get closer to financial independence if you do these things. Hey guys, it's Ahmad
and Christina from Our Rich Journey. In today's video, we are breaking down a very powerful step-by-step payday routine that can help you get to FIRE quicker. These are the steps that we took on our FIRE journey, and they definitely worked.
The first step, and you've heard us say it time and time again, is automate your savings and investing. The first thing you should do every payday is to automate this. This was the foundation of our FIRE journey.
So here's how it works. You set up automatic transfers from your paycheck, like ideally 20 to 50%, and they go directly into your savings and investment accounts. This ensures that you are paying yourself first every single paycheck.
Now, notice Christina said 20 to 50%. She didn't say the typical 5 to 10% that a lot of financial gurus will tell you to invest. No, when you are pursuing financial independence, you have to be a little more aggressive. At one time, we were automating 70% of our income into our savings and investment accounts to achieve financial independence. So you may not be at that level yet, but try to be as aggressive as possible. Try to save and invest as much of your income as possible. The higher you move that percentage up, the sooner you will achieve financial independence. And like Christina said, you are paying yourself first. You are paying your future self.
So the purpose of automating this process is that it removes the temptation for you to spend that money. And this helps you get closer to your financial goals. So whether it's your 401k, your IRA, your HSA, or even a standard brokerage account, automation will make saving money for you effortless.
The next thing to do with that paycheck is to prioritize high interest debt repayment. Pay off that high interest debt because it is dragging you down.
So if you are carrying high interest debt like credit cards or personal loans, it's really important to take care of that debt because like Aman said, it can really drag you down and slower your process towards reaching financial independence. So even if you're able to put a little more, a smaller amount each month, like $50 or $100 a month, this can really end up saving you thousands of dollars in the long run.
It's so critical to allocate a part of your paycheck towards paying off this debt. Make it a priority. Because once the debt is gone, the money that you were spending on this high interest can now be redirected towards your saving and investing goals. Step 3 is build and maintain an emergency fund. Before you start to invest aggressively, you want to make sure that you have an emergency fund in place. This is your safety net for unexpected expenses like medical bills or emergency car situations.
So your emergency fund should ideally cover about 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Now, having this type of fund in place prevents you from having to sell your investments or take on debt during a financial emergency. Step 4 is to maximize your tax-advantaged accounts. These types of accounts are such powerful tools to reaching financial independence. So every payday, make sure that you prioritize these accounts, your 401k, your IRAs, your HSAs, prioritize these types of accounts. Now, here's the thing about these accounts. When you are maxing them out, not only are you growing your money in these accounts, but you are getting incredible tax advantages. Either you're reducing your taxable income, or for other accounts, you're allowing your money in these accounts to grow tax-free. And of course, don't forget the benefits of a 401k. A lot of people have employer matches with these. You don't want to leave free money on the table. If your employer is going to match your 401k contributions, you definitely want to make sure that you get those matches.
And here is the thing that not enough people mention when they bring this up. You have a window, an opportunity window to invest in these accounts. And once that window is closed, you can't go back and invest in those accounts. So year after year, try to reach those limitations. Try to max those accounts out every single year because only in that tax year can you reap the benefit for those investments. So if you're doing it every year, especially on your FIRE journey, you are maximizing the tax benefit year after year.
Step 5 is to plan for major expenses. Every payday gives you an opportunity to look at major expenses that may be coming up. So, are you saving for a house, a child's education, or a dream vacation? Allocating funds for these goals can keep you from derailing your FIRE progress in the future. So, when you know that big expenses are coming, you can gradually save for them rather than scrambling to find the money when that time hits.
Step 6 is to revisit your FIRE plan every payday. This is a great opportunity to take a moment to revisit that plan. Are you on track? Are you hitting your saving and investment milestones? Are there any adjustments that you need to make? So this could mean things like increasing your savings rate, rebalancing your investments, or updating your goals based on changes in your life or your financial situation.
So we're saying to do this every paycheck. So it could be every 2 weeks or every month, depending on how often you get paid. And it doesn't have to be an elaborate, expansive type of review. But when you do these types of things routinely, it allows you to check things before they get out of hand.
Now, some of you may be saying to yourself, I don't even have a FIRE plan to review. Well, if you don't have a plan, you should definitely get one. And if you guys need help developing a plan, check out all of the resources that we have at ourrichjourney.com. We have things like our FIRE Masterclass, our investment course, or our 365 Days to FIRE program. All of these programs will help you develop a plan in the areas that you need them depending on your needs. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description below or go to ourrichjourney.com. Which brings us to step number 7, invest in self-education.
So payday is a great time to invest in yourself. Set aside small amounts of money where you can focus on your personal finance, investing, or different FIRE strategies. So we have courses, like I said, but there's also podcasts, there's also books. If you are a beginning investor and you want a really great book, we recommend the Bogleheads book. They have a couple of books out that are really great to read and really get familiar with how to invest in the stock market.
The key is, of course, continuing education, but use your paycheck, your paydays, as a reminder to continue to educate yourself. And finally, step number 8, reward yourself strategically.
That's right. So don't forget to reward yourself, but be responsible with these types of rewards. Remember, pursuing financial independence is a marathon. It is not a sprint, and you have to stay motivated and inspired along the way. So when we say strategically and responsibly, what we mean is setting aside somewhere between 2 to 5% of your paycheck so that you can spend it guilt-free in whatever way you want. Maybe you have a hobby, or you like to go shopping, or you like specific activities. This is a way to reward yourself for all of the work that you're doing on your financial independence journey. Now, I gave the suggestion of 2 to 5%, but it all really depends on your unique situation. You want to make sure whatever amount that you set aside is reasonable and it fits within your budget. So that may have been a lot to take in, but we again think these steps are really, really important. So we are going to quickly recap these steps again. The first step is to automate your savings and your investments. The second step is to prioritize your high interest debt repayment. 3 is build and maintain an adequate emergency fund of roughly 3 to 6 months of living expenses. 4 is to maximize your tax advantage accounts. 5 is to plan for major expenses. 6, revisit your FIRE plan. 7, invest in your self-education. And 8, reward yourself strategically. So make sure when you're done with this video at your next paycheck, follow all of these steps. It will help you get closer to your FIRE goal. And of course, if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.